Hello boys and girls, and welcome to Project 18. Now last week I showed you some videos from the aquarium at the zoo, and today I'm going to show you some the other animals at the zoo, and I hope you enjoy the videos. See you soon.
Here we are, boys and girls, at the zoo, and we're going to see what kind of interesting animals we can come across, and we'll talk about what projects we can do later on. Boys and girls, these aren't real animals. They're statues of animals, but they're made out of Legos. Over 1,000 Legos to make these polar bears. Pretty amazing. And I'll show you some other ones too. See that? One polar bear. And then there's some pandas, little panda cubs, all made out of 53,000 Legos to make this. Pretty amazing. Here you go, boys and girls, the Komodo dragon, one of the largest lizards on Earth. What makes it really dangerous is if you get bit by it, its bite is not poisonous, but its bite has bacteria in it, which will give you a terrible infection. Pretty impressive. Yeah, get up close. There, he's not moving very much. Oh, there's another one. He's hiding in the tunnel, the tube. Boys and girls, is a very big python. Huge python. You can see how big it is. Gigantic. He probably Gibbon swinging around. He's swinging. Oh, he's putting on a show. Look at that, boys and girls. Oh, there's another one. He's swinging from line to line, rope to rope.
Wow.
There he goes. Swoop. There he goes. Woo, woo, woohoo. Spotted cat. I'm sure it has a name. It disappeared.
Move over, Tracy. It's right behind the tree.
I'm just videoing. Here he comes. He comes back.
Now you can see him.
There he goes. Disappeared behind the wall. Lego sculpture. Over 36,000 to create this hummingbird eating out of a flower. Pretty impressive. Here again, a hummingbird. Over 36,000 Legos to put this together. And it's a hummingbird and a beautiful orange flower. Here are the flamingos. You can see how tall and they're colored, orange and pink. Walking around. There's one real close. These are fascinating birds. Yeah, they probably all have tags.
I think they all do.
Yeah. He's coming right at us.
They track it so that they can
Oh, they're getting, don't get mean. Don't get mean. So you see how wonderful these flamingos. I think maybe sometimes people feed them. You can see there's a bunch of them.
And their eyes are yellow.
Oh no, they're getting all excited. They're making a noise. Uh-oh, they're going over that way. Goodbye, flamingos. Go this way. Oh, they're performing for us. They're doing a dance, boys and girls. Pretty interesting, fascinating animals. They're all parading around. Here comes a big old hippo, boys and girls, underwater. Look at him go by us. He's enormous. Oh, there's two of them. Here comes another one. No, you don't want to mess with them.
More vicious than lions.
I've heard that, and they're very strong. Oh, look how big they are. Yes, they would be super.
There he went. Here he comes back. He's coming back.
Look, he's swimming. One of us
Stay underwater for a long time, boys and girls.
See him? He's going fast.
Hey, goodbye. Here comes the other one.
Hey. He went that way.
There he goes. Goodbye. Goodbye, hippo.
That is so cool.
The bird up close. Eyes. This is, I want to say a pocky, but I'm not, that's correct. It's a rare animal that you find in Africa. It was discovered in the 20th century.
They thought they were extinct or something.
Or they didn't, they just
Didn't know they existed?
yeah, they found them in the jungles in Congo. Very interesting animal. It's kind of a combination of a giraffe and a zebra. Wild Cape dogs, African dogs.
Trust me, but Amazing.
They travel in herds. You can see them over there. Here comes one closer.
Ariel,
See him walking?
sit down.
There he goes. All right. I was hoping they'll come by here closer, boys and girls, but it doesn't look like it. So, you see him at the wild dogs from Africa.
Well,
Oh, here's
one's getting
one.
closer.
He's getting closer. He's coming up real close.
Oh, there it is. He's right there.
There he is, real close.
It's like Maggie's going.
Yeah, there he goes. Okie dokie. Boys and girls, they're feeding it. You can pay money and they'll let you feed them. He's waiting to be fed. Got a long neck, pretty tall. And girls, look at this crazy sculpture. The rhinoceroses stacked on top of each other. Pretty amazing, pretty big too. Walking, you can see him a lot better than those other two. He's trotting along. There she goes. I don't know where he's headed or where she's headed. I should say where he or she is headed, but you can see the zebra. Of course, they use their stripes as camouflage to confuse the lions that hunt them. There he comes again. Close. Here we are again, boys and girls, the Sitatunga. You see him looking straight at us. They're kind of an orange color with stripes. You see the stripes. So here is another Lego sculpture, boys and girls, of a snake and a mouse. This one took 12,000 Legos to build. See if I can get closer. There he is. You can see him pretty good there. I think he wants to go in his house, boys and girls. Go over there. There he goes. You can see his tusk, his big teeth. He's beautiful. Oh, I think he's getting ready to get fed, and he's gonna go inside. They're letting him in. Bye-bye. One of the smallest deer or antelope in existence. It's tiny. Very small. Hiding in the grass. There's a tiger. He's stripes. He's just kind of walking back and forth. Going back and forth. I think it's time that they let the animals inside. I think that's what he's waiting for. He'll open up one of those gates and let him in. It's a beautiful animal. They're the largest cats in the world. Let's see if he'll come back one more time. No, yeah, here he comes. Coming back one more time. Oh, we're getting a real good shot at him now. Goodbye, tiger. Girls?
Could that possibly be?
Yes, it's a kangaroo. There he is. You can see him pretty good. And over here, let me see, I'll show you in a second. We'll go over this way. Whoops, real quick, sorry to move it. It's an emu, the one you see in the commercials.
I mean, that thing, the kangaroo's tail. Look
Yeah.
how muscular it looks.
He's looking up at us.
And when they rear up, they can use them for their
Really close.
They are very strong animals. They can injure a human. They are very strong. I've seen people get
Emu.
attacked by- They use their
From
strong
Australia.
legs and their powerful tails to give them thrust, and they can jump at you. They've got short little arms that aren't, but their
Very
legs
good.
and tails are so strong they can.
Hope y'all are enjoying these animals, students. Look, boys and girls, our mascot, the Allen Eagles, and there's a bald eagle. It took over 42,000 Legos to build this. Pretty impressive. Here, boys and girls, here is a line made out of Christmas lights. A big old line. Hippos coming out of the water. We saw the real hippos, and these are the ones made out of the Christmas lights. Pretty cool. And here is the big giraffe in Christmas lights. Pretty nice. Let's see what other animals we can find with Christmas lights, boys and girls. And lo and behold, there's the rhinoceros. We couldn't get the real rhinoceros to come out of the barn, but here is the Christmas light rhinoceros. Pretty cool.
Welcome back, boys and girls, and we're talking about Project 18. 18 deals with, I want you to draw and create an animal. And you saw the examples at the zoo. I tried to show you as many examples as I could, but I'm also going to show you some pictures and demonstrate on how to draw an animal. First of all, some of you remember that I asked each class of all you older kids, I would paint an animal for your class. So I have painted some of them. I'm not finished with all of them, and I'm going to show you some examples. One class, I painted a koala bear. Okay. Another class asked me to paint a snake. And I painted a coiled snake with sharp fangs. Now I like to use different kinds of colors, and you can do the same thing too. For instance, this is one of those tropical tree frogs that you might find in the rainforest. And I play around and I use all different colors. This is a bunny rabbit. I made it pink. You can make your animal any color you want. This is a little puppy with pointed ears, or maybe it's a little fox puppy. It's up to you. But I painted his orange because I like to use all different kinds of colors. This one is a panda bear. And of course, a lot of you will say, well, a panda bear is black and white. Well, when you do yours, you can make it any color you want. There's no rules that say you have to make it black and white. This is one of the last ones I finished. This is called an Arctic fox. And they're normally white, but I kind of painted mine a little bit of yellow. Okay? And now those were all the bodies of animals. But you can also do their heads. Like I did this one of this giraffe with its tongue sticking out. And a lot of you are going to say, Mr. N, giraffes don't have purple heads. Well, you're the artist. If you want them to have a purple head, you can have a purple head. And then this, of course, is, I hope you recognize it as a tiger. Here again, I use the colors that I like to use. You can also do fantasy animals, animals that are not real, but, for instance, a dragon. One of the classes wanted me to do a dragon, so I did a dragon, okay, with wings. And then, of course, one of the classes said, Mr. N, do a unicorn. So I did a unicorn head, a pink unicorn, okay? And then, these are real, but they're extinct now. A Tyrannosaurus Rex or a dinosaur, okay? Now, some of my ex-students have done some animals too. This is a print. This was done on styrofoam, and then they printed the image of a lion, okay? And then this is a beautiful, beautiful peacock. And you see they've colored everything, okay? And then, of course, a lot of people do their favorite pet. This is a dog with pink spots. See, they used my suggestion of using any colors they wanted to. And this is a big old cat, okay? Now, some of you are going to say, well, Mr. N, how do I draw an animal? Now, I'm going to switch over here like this, and I'll get my pen. But I'm also going to show you on paper real quick. For instance, this little bunny rabbit. I just did that with a circle. I drew a circle, 2 circles, and then I did little half circles for the legs, and then the ears, and of course drew the eyes. And then of course this right here is a dog, and I start out with a rectangle, and then you make the legs of the rectangle, you make the head and the tail. And then here you've got a horse. It could be a horse, but I put a spike on its nose to make a unicorn. Still the same way as the dog. I did a rectangle and a rectangle up here. And then here is a line. Same thing, just playing around with a rectangle. And I made the head kind of, the line's kind of bushy. Rectangle legs, and I give them claws. And then this one's a tiger. It's pretty much like the line, except I give it stripes. If I gave it polka dots, it would be like a leopard. So this is how it goes. I'm going to draw a rectangle. And hopefully you can guess what animal I'm going to draw. This is going to be its body, okay? Then I'm going to give it 4 legs. And then I think I'm going to give it a rectangle that goes way up like this. That's its neck. And then you're going to draw its head. And you could use a rectangle like that. You could curve it if you want to. And then I'm going to draw the little things it has on top. I'll draw its eye. He's smiling. And then I'll draw his tail. And then I'm going to draw it. He's got spots. Now, this is pretty much a simple giraffe that you just do with a rectangle. And he actually has spots on his legs too. And we saw some giraffes at the zoo, okay? You know, his legs their legs could be probably longer because giraffes really have long necks, but they probably could make the legs longer. Now I'm going to draw a simple triangle. And I'm going to draw a triangle like this. And I'm going to draw a triangle like this. I can erase this if I want to. Okay. And then I'm going to go do like this. And then I'm going to draw a curved line like this. And a curved line like this. And then I'm going to draw a curved line down like this. And a curved line like this. And then I'm going to draw 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. I'm going to draw a round. Maybe I color that in. Then I'm going to do like this. And then I'm going to do this. I'm going to go whoop. And this right here, depending on how you color him, he could be a fox if you colored him orange and stuff, because these are his front legs and these are his side legs. His little eye's kind of kooky. In fact, what happened, watch if I do this. I erase this, I erase his spiky ears, and I do this. It's not a fox anymore. It's a puppy dog. So that's one simple way that you could draw an animal. Now, some of you older kids, if you want to get on your tablets and you can go to Kids Hub and you can see how to draw different animals, you can. And I'm not going to say you can't do that, but be careful, because then you end up just drawing the animal just like the picture on the computer. So use your imagination. Don't be afraid to experiment. And you can also make fantasy animals, animals that we've never seen before. Okay? So don't be afraid to do that. So Project 18 is to create an animal. And there's all kinds of animals. So I look forward to seeing what you can create. Use your imagination and be creative. See you soon.